So today we have a topic we're going to talk about dating and dating in 2026. Kind of what is it all about, and why we have very different experiences discussed between men and women. I want you to so as this topic approached us, and we start thinking about dating, or when you first saw that this was going to be our topic, what thoughts came to mind?
Well, first thing I thought about was like myself in this day and age of being close to 60 and have been divorced for 10 years now. This August has been 10 years. I never thought that I would have been divorced this long. I never thought I was going to
Mm-hmm.
be divorced. That's the first thing. And then being divorced, then the thing of it is I thought I'd be married within 6 months.
6
Um,
months.
yeah, I just thought that I want to be married. I didn't want to get divorced. And I thought that, you know, it'd be a quick turnaround.
Hmm.
And so then what I realized is the process of dating was where there is different. And at that time with two girls that I had for the primarily a lot. When we first divorced, I had them, maybe 80% of the time. And then we eventually went 50-50. But I had my girls, and that's a dynamic of trying to date when I have girls at home and children, teenagers. So they were becoming teenagers. So that was a different dynamic. Um, so it, I find it very sobering to think about
Hmm.
dating.
So I've been married for more than I've been single, more years than I've been single, many more. I know I've had friends who have lost their loved ones through untimely deaths, and um, and a number of them ended up surprisingly getting married again, which I can't imagine what it would look like if I was with someone different from who I've been with most of my life. Um, and so I find it interesting, but I do see a huge difference in the experience
Hmm.
of relationships today. And that's really kind of what I wanted to spend a little time talking about is what is going on. And what I see is the blame game going back and forth between men and women, just arguing about who is the problem today. And so, who is the problem today when it comes to dating? Is it men, or is it women, or is it culture? I mean, why do we have such a disaster?
I think it's well, it depends on what you what
Mhm.
define the problem, but why people are not connecting as well, I think it's because of the day and age. We're selfish people, and we're becoming more and
Mm,
more selfish as society is getting on. But I know as an older person trying to date, I'm selfish.
mm, okay.
And I know that I like what I like when I like it, how I like it. I can cook, clean.
Mhm.
I like my routine in the morning of getting up, reading my Bible. I love my routine, and I don't want that broken.
Mm, mm,
And so for me, is I would just say me as a single older person, I would knowing what I am, but I don't think younger people know how selfish they are,
mhm.
and they go into relationships not understanding who they are, and they haven't had assessment. I mean, if parents aren't raising them to the point to where they're preparing them to be with somebody, it's going
Mhm.
to be difficult. Um, and that's one of the things I did with my girls. There were three things I told them I wanted to do to them before they left my house.
Mhm.
I wanted them to know the Lord Jesus Christ. I wanted to prepare them to be able to take care of themselves,
Mhm.
and I wanted to prepare them to be someone's wife.
Okay.